Hello, my beautiful lights, and welcome to the Gateway. This lesson is for those walking through the storm before the shift, those hearing the voice that whispers just in time, those decoding their own forgetting. This is your reminder you are not stuck, you are simply remembering. Hello my beautiful lights, and welcome back to the channel. My name's Lauren. I'm a master in energy. I work with mind, body and spirit and energy, frequency and vibration in this lifetime. If you are here, you are meant to find this message. Now this is a very direct and coded message today. We are just going to flow with it. There were so many synchronicities. They were 10-10 coming into fruition, 11-11, 13-13. And also for the first time in months, I actually sat down and watched a film, and it was The Maze Runner, I believe. And I thought, oh, it's going to switch off the brain, but all it did is ignite this frequency. And I understood something a little deeper, and we're going to go into this. Now, there were so many synchronicities throughout the day. I was having downtime, which is when these messages come in, and then it's decoding and understand. So you've got the 10-10, the divine reset. You know, I felt this frequency, which is why I'm telling you to do the same, to clear the house energy, to reset the frequency of the home. I completely saged the house. I released the old stagnant energy. I opened all the windows and doors, and then I had a salt bath to make sure that I was clear and I was cleansed. So it's like the old version, which came through on one of the shorts. The old version has been sort of deleted, and what only serves remains, and it's the 0 point, the reset, the breath before the rebirth. And then with the 11-11, it's the remembering. It's not just an angel number, it's the soul integration sequence. When it appears, your essence is calling your higher self forward, and this is when the maze begins to look suspicious, and it was all interlocked, and I had to decode the whole thing. So this is when you start to question the awakening, if you like. And the 13-13, the sacred sort of rebel blueprint, those who don't follow the rules. You know, this is for the fire carriers, the system breakers and the grid rewriters. It's very, very powerful. The number calls you to embody the divine design within and stop playing the game and start remembering the patterns. Now with the film, it was like a mirror. The maze was not like a fiction, it was encoded metaphor in the earth matrix. So the maze is the fear grid, the illusion of safety designed to confuse you. Now they had these things called the grievers. They were the fear programs, and they activate when you step off script. So if you were to enter the maze thing at night, for example, this is when they would come out. And now they were all reborn into this clearing, and they had a memory wipe. So that's the soul amnesia. You forgot on purpose to remember through choice. This is your soul choice. Now there was this virus thing where they got what they call stung. That was the breakdown. The shadow enters so the light can be reclaimed. That was the point, because when they got the antidote to the virus, they became immune. The antidote was this soul reactivating. Once remembered, you become immune to the grid of fear, and that was the purpose here. Now they found this tracker, and this tracker opened the final gateways, and it was removed from the monster. The wound contains the key. That which was attacked you held in the final password, and it was to open the door up. The door's opening, and the doors opened all at once. The north, the south, the east and west was like the divine compass, the compass activation within you. The north, the south, the east, the west, all the timelines open simultaneously. And then the question you're going to ask yourself is, which direction will you walk? Some will stay in the safety zone, others will risk everything, not for glory but simply for freedom. And this is what you're asking yourself, you know. And there was these one lines that came in, and I had to understand it deeper. So I heard, we've got her, and it will take longer and just in time. Now, that came back to me. I remembered hearing that. Now, this was from a long time ago, but it was in that moment that it came back into my vibration. When I was writing, I was scripting, I was writing keynotes, and there was key words, and now I can see a key. There is a key here to unlocking. You have to journey through this maze for this soul evolution. Okay. And I had this vision, and it must have been about 6 years ago, I would say, and it was leading a group of people out of this maze. And then to watch that, it was like it all came into alignment all of a sudden. I got this massive whack, and that's the it sounds really harsh, but it was like a vroom whack of clarity from within. And when I heard them speak, that it was saying your higher self, your soul family and guides, that they've been watching you holding space, not to interfere too soon, because the code only activates when you walk the path yourself. But they want you to know that they're there. You had to forget, you had to walk in the fire. You had to see for yourself that the clues were never hidden. You were taught not to see them. And this is important. So in the remembering, you understand. Now, I felt this vibration. There's a huge storm coming. So you're clearing the house, you're clearing your energy field, or you must do. And this is the message here. And when you hear this message, it is the time to do so. Before the storm comes, before the shift, you clean the house, you cleanse the house, you cleanse your body. The storm is near, but the sky is clear. It's the in-between, the edge before the new timeline births. The pattern is shifting, the compass is realigning, and those with sacred fire in their chest are being called to walk first. You're walking into it. This is not reckless. This is remembrance. Breaking the rules of the maze isn't chaos, it's liberation. Hope is the seed. Pattern is the map. Fire is the activator in this energy frequency and vibration. And it was like a wave. It was like 100-foot wave that came over my system. As soon as I watched that, I understood these different patterns and these different synchronicities sat together. But I had to lay the puzzle out. I had to find all the corners first, and that was mapping the system. I had to find the pieces of the puzzle from the corners, and then from the outside to work the way in. Oh, I get it. I'm speaking and I'm channeling at the same time. So it was finding the corners of the puzzle and the sides to work the way in. Now, the message clearly here is you were not made to survive the maze. You were made to dissolve it. So here is the final question. Will you stay where it's safe, or will you break the code and walk free? Will you trust the fire blueprint within you, even if others call you mad? Will you let go of the version of you that played the game to survive? Because it's time. The compass is in your hand. The doors are open. The trackers are removed. And the maze has no more power over the one who sees the patterns. Say this affirmation, my beautiful lights, and feel this with me now. I remember the code. I embody the fire. I am no longer afraid of the maze. I was born to escape it and to lead others home. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is, and so it shall be. And I mean, that is a crazy vibrational frequency and a real massive soul awakening one. There's also been problems with technology. So if you've experienced that, you've what am I seeing, angels? I'm seeing a grey pebble in my mind's eye right now, holding a grey pebble in your hand. Have you journeyed to the beach or something? No, not necessarily. It's a grey pebble. A grey pebble, a white feather and a grey pebble. What else? You will see a maze. You would have felt that frequency. This is about your soul evolution. I'm also seeing now a tabby cat. A tabby cat. A tabby cat. Well, a tabby has to be a female, angels, because tabby's a female, so divine feminine energy. A tabby cat. So a tabby cat's going to walk across your path. Anything else, angels? A red car is significant also. So these are all synchronicities. These are symbolic to this message. So if they come into your vibrational field, you know that you need to listen, you need to feel this message. And this is a journey for your soul to escape the maze, to escape the game that was set before you in order to break yourself free for liberation. So that is your message, my beautiful lights. Whew, that was powerful. And yeah, I'm going for a cup of tea. That channeling, it wears you out, quite honestly, my beautiful lights. It really takes a lot of frequency to do that. I love it though, absolutely love it. So we'll learn to run together. That's the message. Let's run together. And it's phenomenal. And until next time, my beautiful lights, from the angels and I, bye bye for now.